Good morning and welcome to our class. Today we will start class 10th physics first chapter, light. So what is a light? Light is a form of energy. What is energy? Energy is the ability to do work through which we can do something like we walk or run by the energy obtained from food. Okay, so similarly light, what is light? Light is a form of energy. That provide us vision. Okay, now what are the basic properties of light? So let's start. Properties of lights are: light travels in a straight line, and how can you verify it that light travels in a straight line? For example, if we close a door, then if there is a hole in the door, then we can say we can see that light enter through the hole and fall on a surface in a straight line. Okay, so by this experiment we can say that light travels in a straight line. Similarly, let's take another example or activity. If we look through a pipe, then if a pipe is straight, then we can clearly see across the pipe. But if we little bend a pipe, now we are not able to see across the pipe because it is bent, and light can't bend. Okay, so by these two activity we can say that light travels in a straight line. Second, light travels in a form of ray. Okay, now how can you say that light travels in a ray? What is a ray? Ray, in mathematics, I think you have already learned about what is a ray. Ray has a fixed end point and another one and endless. Okay, that means we can extend the other end into infinite direction. So sun, if we talk about sun is our fixed point of light, and it is the ultimate source of energy of heat and light for us. So sun is a fixed point of the ray, and through the sun the light travels in infinite direction or distances. Okay, so we can say that light travels in a form of ray. Third, light show reflection, refraction, dispersion, scattering, etc. Okay, following processes like reflection, refraction, dispersion are shown by light. What are these processes? We will discuss later. Okay, so these are the following basic properties of light. Is that clear? Now let's talk about the sources. What are the sources of light? Sources means through which we get something. So if we talk about source of light, the source of light, there will be a luminous body. What are luminous bodies? Luminous bodies are the bodies that have their own light. Okay, that have their own light. Okay, example sun, because sun is the ultimate source of heat and light energy. Sun is also a star, so we can say that stars are also example. Artificially we can say that electric bulb is a luminous body. Okay, now the second one is non-luminous. What are non-luminous bodies? Non-luminous bodies are the bodies that do not have their own light, but it can reflect light from the other bodies. ठीक है. For example, or we can say non-luminous bodies also as illuminated bodies. We can say non-luminous bodies also illuminated bodies. Example, moon. Okay, as we all know that moon is a natural satellite of earth and it revolves around the earth, so it reflects sunlight to earth and we can see moon because of sunlight. Okay, not of its own light, because moon doesn't have its own light. Now let's start the topic, reflection. What is a reflection? Okay, reflection is a process in which a light strike on a surface and this surface must be plain and polished. ठीक है. So light strike on a surface and after striking it bend. Okay, it move in other direction. So we can say that the process in which light strike, or we can say that light bounce back after striking on a surface. Example, like this is a surface, this is the incident light that is coming, and there's a point of striking, and after striking it moves in this direction. So this is incident ray and this is reflected ray. Clear? I think it must be it is clear to all that what is a reflection. Reflection is a process in which a light strike on a surface and move back. Now the types of reflection. There is two types of reflection. First is regular and second one is irregular. So what is the difference between regular reflection and irregular reflection? And to learn about both types of reflection, first we should know about the laws of reflection. Okay. Laws of reflection. So there are 2 points, that the incident ray, reflected ray and the normal at the point must be lie on a same plane. Okay, what this diagram shows, it shows mirror, okay, and this small lines shows the reflecting surface or polished surface of mirror. Okay, so this is the incident line. Here we have a normal to the point and this is reflected. Normal means that is perpendicular to the surface, 90 degree, makes 90 degree to the surface. So what is the first law? First law says that incident ray, reflected ray and normal at the point must lie on a same surface, that is a point. Now what is the second law? Second law states that angle of incidence is always equals to the angle of reflection. So what is the angle of incidence? The angle between the incident ray and the normal is the angle of incidence, and the angle between the normal and the reflected ray is known as angle of reflection. And by the law, angle I is always equals to angle R. This must be necessary, it must be satisfied if a light ray shows reflection. Okay, now let's continue the types of reflection. What are the types of reflection? We have two types of reflection. First one is regular and second one is irregular. What are regular, what is irregular reflections? We can understand it by the diagram. Like these are the parallel incident ray, and after striking these move like this. Okay, now for the irregular reflection there is a condition that surface is irregular, that means it have irregularities, and these are the parallel incident ray, and after striking on a surface it moves like this, this. So these are not parallel to each other. So we can say that regular reflections, what is a regular reflection? In the reflection which incident rays goes parallel after striking, and the irregular reflection, the incident rays goes not parallel to each other. Conditions, what are the conditions? Surface must be smooth, okay, and there is surface have irregularities. Surface is not smooth, it has irregularities. Okay, now the second is, in this condition angle I will always equals to R, like if we draw normal in each point, each and every point, then angle I is equals to R. Similarly, the angle I is equals to R, the angle I is equals to R. Now there is not necessary that angle I is equals to R, because we can see here that angle I is not equals to R. In some cases angle I is greater, in some cases angle R is greater. Okay. Now what we will conclude about irregular reflection? We can say that, can we say that irregular reflection doesn't satisfy laws of reflection? Yes, we can say that. But can we say that laws of reflection is failed? Laws of reflection is not correct? No. Laws of reflection is absolutely correct, but in this condition it is not satisfied. Okay. Now the next topic is mirror, but we will continue about the mirror in our second part. Till then, revise it, and we will meet again in our next video. Thank you.